How long, realistically, can Bitcoin rally for? Well, I want to take a historical perspective on this. Look back at the 2016 breakout, the 2020 breakout. Look at how long they lasted, how fast Bitcoin moved when it started moving, and try to extrapolate a little bit of that to where we are now and what we might see over the next few coming weeks. Okay? Strap in. Let's get it. So, first and foremost, here's the reality. Many people, we went to 90K today, didn't we? What a beautiful, beautiful rally for Bitcoin, isn't it? Just nice. Well done. Well done, Bitcoin. Well done to everybody, of course, holding Bitcoin who believed all of this time that this could even be possible. First and foremost, okay? Second, a lot of people are going to rush to sell here. Right in here or here. They've already sold. They sold right here, man. Oh, man, $75,000. We're out of this. Get out of this scam before it goes zero, man. Look. Historically speaking, we're going to have the evidence for us momentarily. Historically speaking, selling Bitcoin immediately on the breakout of a multi-year consolidation accumulation period is a terrible idea. Okay, we'll back that up with some evidence here in a second. One thing you have to keep in mind, you have to get over your bear market PTSD. I know it's been tough. I know it's been a crazy 2024. I know 2023 was brutal. I know 2022 was just like getting, I don't know, just smashed in the face again and again and again. I was here. I know it's rough. I'm seriously taking a break next bull market, guy or bear market, guys. I'll take like 6 months off. I don't want to watch the train wreck again. Anyway, besides the point, where are we at right now? Well, let's go back for a little bit of history lesson. We'll look at 2016 first, then we're going to go look at 2020, and then we're going to try and extrapolate some of that information onto where we are right now in the cryptocurrency market cycle. So, okay, look here. Here we go. So this is April 2017. Well, actually, the price of Bitcoin got over previous highs, retested previous highs back here in January 17, got over previous highs in March. Big correction, so yeah, big volatility. Much smaller market cap back then, obviously, so much bigger swings on a day-to-day basis. Still huge volatility, of course, in the cryptocurrency market. Anyway, so we finally broke out, okay? This is the breakout moment. And from the breakout moment, orange line here is where the previous high price was. From that breakout moment, it took 8 weeks, 8-week rally. Look at that bad boy. Gosh darn. The price went up 154% over an 8-week time period. Huge price gains. Massive, massive rally. 2 months straight of green weekly candles. Big volatility sometimes too. Look at this week of 22 May. Price got up to $2,700, and it was all as low as $1,800 in that same week. Almost $1,000 price difference from the top to the bottom, and that's pretty big considering the price was only like $2,800 at the max. That's a huge swing. Price finally topped out here in June 17, and then of course we saw a big correction coming down. Look at that, beautiful. Right back, man, right around here is where I bought my first Bitcoin. That was a good time back then. Anyway, 37% price correction over the next 5 weeks. Huge price correction after a big run higher. Okay? So that was the initial breakout moment from the previous highs. You can see fading it right here and say, oh, well, great, we're finally at $1,400. I better sell right now. That would have been a mistake. And a lot of people probably did sell right there because they were tired of holding through all of this bullshit right here. It's taxing psychologically on people. I understand why they sell. I do. Now let's talk about the 2020 breakout because I think there's some very interesting lessons for us here as well. However, real quick before we do that, I just want to let you know about this crazy deal right now from BitUnix. So if you want to do cryptocurrency trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all the top coins, dog with hat, all that fun kind of stuff, and do it with no KYC. You heard that right, no KYC. You can have private trading over here. Check it out. All you have to do to get a sweet $150 bonus, use the link down below, deposit $200, and you'll get a $150 USDT bonus back. That's a super sweet deal to go and check out this new exchange. And it's a limited time offer, okay? It's only going for about another 10 days. So if you want to get in on that offer, act now, link down below, deposit $200, get $150 back, and start trading all the top coins with no KYC. Link down below, go check it out. So let's talk about the 20 2020 breakout. Again, very informative for where you may want to consider we could go, right? No one's got a crystal ball. What happened in the past is not necessarily what's going to happen in the future. Investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all your money, okay? Never forget that. So we saw this beautiful breakout here. First weekly candle, what a beast, right? 20% plus weekly candle, beautiful move, right? Some people would have sold right here because they'd bought at $15,000 or $18,000, $19,000 in 2017. They held through and they ate shit for years and they sold the second they were at break even or just slightly over break even. Historically speaking, Bitcoin does not reward those who do that. At least it doesn't reward them very much. So you can see in this scenario, we had a 115% rally over a 4-week period. Okay, beautiful rally. Also, huge volatility. Again, look here at the week of 21 December. Lowest price was $22,000. Highest price was $28,000. So it's $6,000 worth of price swings up and down, but that's some pretty big percentage-wise moves up and down. Now, after that 4-week rally, we saw a 31% correction. 31% correction, look at that. And that lasted 4 weeks until the market started going higher once again. Very interesting. Very interesting. So what does that tell us about where we are right now and what we may or may not be able to expect from the cryptocurrency market in the coming weeks? So let's have a look here. Now, if we were to see, and this is a big if, there's no guarantees here, obviously. We're dealing with a much bigger market cap and, the markets have changed significantly, but we're also seeing billion-dollar plus days of Wall Street ETF inflows, which is an unbelievable amount of Bitcoin being purchased. And that was just yesterday. They bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin again. So $1 billion purchase of Bitcoin is Wall Street in one day eating up the equivalent of an entire month of Bitcoin miner production. Massive supply demand crisis forming up here, which can send the price moving very, very quickly, quicker than people expect. And Bitcoin has a history, as I have just shown very clearly to you, Bitcoin has a history of moving rather dramatically from the time that it breaks previous highs with some kind of decisiveness. Okay, so this is week 2. We tapped 90K today. 80K is the bottom of that candle right there. That's crazy. Now, if we were to see, let's say, even slightly diminishing returns from the previous 2 breakouts, right? So the first one was about 150%. The second one was about 115. Let's say if this one was actually to go as high as even 100%, which I don't know. Again, we're just throwing out numbers here. We're giving theoretical examples of what could happen. Okay, again, I do not have a crystal ball. But let's say we were to go as high as 100%. That would be an insane move. That would get us up to 150K, which is the 2.618 Fibonacci extension line, which would be a logical place to have a major cool off and a 30% correction. A 30% correction from 150K, by the way, takes us back down to 100K, which you might be thinking, that's silly talk, Lark. What are you talking about? We're going to pump to 100K over the next 6 weeks by the end of the year, and then we're going to have a 30% correction down to 100K. What are you smoking, dog? Well, you would be making the exact same comments, ridiculing people who would have said that, oh, we're going to go up to 40K or 50K back in 2020 and then have a massive correction of 30% down. It's the same numbers, just a different time in the market. And we have different catalysts. We have, MicroStrategy buying billions and ETFs buying billions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so this is what to keep in mind. Now, maybe it's a bit less. You know what? Maybe we only go as high as 125K, for example, and then we correct down by, 30% from there. So we come back down to the mid-80s or something like that. It's also a very, very plausible scenario, okay? But we are going to see massive volatility. There will be massive pullbacks of 30 to 40%. Because that's what happens in a Bitcoin bull market, whether you want to accept it or not. Expect 20% pullbacks, expect 30% pullbacks. They're going to come and expect massive upside price volatility. I still have a target of a little over 200K for this market cycle. I hear a lot of people already out here saying 200K, Lark, you need to up those numbers. You're simply not being bullish enough. I'm just trying to look at the models that I've been trying to give importance to, right, the Fibonacci extension lines and stuff like that, and trying to think, okay, is this a reasonable price target? Because I know what's going to be said. Well, look, the Bitcoin strategic reserve is going to happen, and MicroStrategy is going to buy tens of billions, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and BlackRock's going to keep buying Bitcoin. All very valid points. But at some point, one of these stories is going to become a top signal, right? The U.S. announcing a strategic reserve could be a top signal, even though you think it's going to keep Bitcoin pumping forever, because it may actually short term, we'll see the pump into it and then a retracement as people take profits, because people will take profits. Most of the Bitcoins on chain held by massive whales who will take profits when it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars per coin. Okay, that's something to remember. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this down below in the comment section. Do you think we're going to see a 100% pump over the next 4 to 6 weeks, as we've seen in previous market rallies, or are we going to stop short of that? Let me know what you think. Peace.